Drop of Golden Tarot, and I am here with the Tyldwick Tarot. I just got this in the mail this week. This is a deck that was created by Neil Level, who unfortunately passed away in 2018. And his family, as they were sorting through the estate, kind of, it's my understanding that they realized that he had done this work along with all of his other works, and that there were people who still wanted his work and loved his art and his thoughts behind things. And so his brother has maintained the Facebook page of I'm not sure if I can say it, Paradis Designs, and has run a couple editions of the Tyldwick Tarot. Now, how long he'll continue to do this, I don't know. This is the 10th anniversary, and oh, so sorry, you can hear the dogs barking in the background. Let me pause and see if I can take care of the dogs here. Okay. So, 10th anniversary of the Tyldwick Tarot. I don't know anything about how often this is going to get reprinted or anything like that, but I've looked at it for a long time and kind of gone back and forth on, do I want this? Do I not want this? And I decided now was the time to get it, fearing that maybe at some point it won't be available. So a little bit of FOMO, but also a little bit of seriously looking at it for years, actually, and not being able to decide how I felt about it. So I decided I wouldn't be able to really decide until I had it in my hands. So here it is. We do have a little booklet, some card meanings. It looks like it's going to be pretty basic. Oh, and the print is so tiny that even with my readers on, I'll need a magnifying glass for that. Yeah, I will definitely need a magnifying glass for that. Or take a picture with my phone and blow it up on my phone so I can see it better. But yeah, that print's going to be way too small for these old eyes. So we won't be looking at that today. Okay, but we will look at the cards. We have some gilded edging. Looks like fairly standard tarot size. We're slightly taller and slightly thinner. Just a hair thinner and a bit taller. Yeah, pretty flexible, so no issues there. And I'll just flip through the cards and try to stay quiet. But if you've watched any of mine, I'll be quiet for a while and then something will strike me and I'll start talking. And anyways, it's just how it is. So, I think one of the things that held me off on this deck for quite some time is how busy it is. And my concern about being able to see it well enough. And it is kind of busy and it is kind of dark. I thought that they said for this printing, and maybe it is, that they were going to kind of make the images so that they were not so dark so you could see them better. But I mean, I can still see them. It's just not something I'm going to be able to see from a foot or two away. I'm going to have to be right here looking at these images because they are pretty busy. There's a lot to them, and there's not a lot of contrast. Oh, so did we reverse? Is this, okay, let me go back. See, I always say I'm not going to, but then Lovers, Chariot. So we did Justice is number 8 in this deck. And then instead of saying Strength, they've said Fortitude here as number 11. So, you know, it gets switched in certain decks. Some have Strength is 8, Justice is 11. There is a lot of detail. It does make me want to get out a magnifying glass and look more at the details. And maybe I need to do some study with this deck so I've got time to do that. I do have a magnifying glass somewhere. I'll have to find it. So we have staves instead of wands. Okay. Oh, the cup soups is just so much easier for me to see. I'm loving it. But look at the wallpaper depicted in the background with the steins on the mantle. Okay. And now swords. First of all, let me say, I love that it's not the normal depiction of the Three of Swords. So it's going to give me some things to think about, and I like that. Okay. There's so much going on in each picture, each image. Okay, so this is a deck that I don't know that I would feel confident just picking it up and reading with it without having spent some time with it, to be quite honest. Oh, and here's my little magnifying glass. I'm going to see what I can read of the book with my magnifying glass here. Page overlooks a rectangular pool not filled with flowers, not full of flowers itself, but reflecting an urn. So just like a little bit about, so let's, what was the last one that we did? King of Coins. Let me find the King of Coins. And let me use my magnifying glass and read what it has to say. Okay. The window looks out over a landscape, and the room is full of beautiful wood, earthenware urns, and bamboo. An ape sits on the chest, and spice pots indicate physical wealth and luxury. A master manager of the practical, banker, businessman, dominant, and strong-minded is what it says. I'm like looking at the image with my magnifier. Yeah, I don't know that this is a deck that I really want to like shuffle and pull from right now. I feel like I really want to just kind of spend some time with it and see. Now, my thing now is, so you can still buy this deck. Oh no, it's out of stock. I'm sorry, it's out of stock. Let's see. It's the first one that even has a little white book. It says it's similar to the second edition in image and card quality with a box and a lid as before. It was available for pre-sale and you were allowed to get 2 of them. But that's all it says about it. The images on the website are much lighter than the actual cards when I have them in person. And I realize that's going to vary by computer. And then let's see. They completed printing on this on May 5th and started shipping them out. And then they said there'll be a general release for the deck announced later once all pre-orders have been shipped. Now, I don't know if that is what is sold out, or if it's still just saying sold out from like the pre-orders. I don't, and I wonder where all of the artwork came from. I'm looking. To read on the site, and I'm not. He was a full-time illustrator and designer. But I'm not, so I'm assuming he designed this deck, but I don't know, like, were they all illustrated by him? Were they based on pictures? Were they based on, who knows? Tell me, if you know, tell me more. Yeah, if you know like what medium these were done in originally or anything, please drop a comment below. I'd love to know more. I'm like looking at the website, not really finding out anything more than what I have said. So So yeah, this is a deck I'm going to spend time with and look over, and I'll have to actually clean my magnifying glass. It's been a while since I've had it out, and it's pretty dirty. And the light in it doesn't work anymore. I could replace the battery if I wanted to. But anyways, yeah. Be working with this deck. So I'm not going to shuffle it right now. Well, I could shuffle it, I guess, and then just put it back together. But it looks like it's going to shuffle just fine. It's like that card quality that is not going to have an issue with. Yeah, it's going to shuffle just fine. I'm not going to actually put it together like that, but it will shuffle fine. And it's gilded and it's shiny, but it's not sharp. They don't stick together, the cards, at all. Matte finish, nice matte finish. But it's one I'm going to have to spend some time with and look at and kind of derive my own feelings about the images and how they relate to the meanings of the cards and the way I see them before I would be comfortable reading like to someone else other than myself. So, and taking my time with that. So that's been the Tyldwick Tarot. I don't know that I have, I'm trying to even think what current decks I have ordered, but I don't know that I have any outstanding orders for deck. I have been tempted to get the Cosmic Cycles limited edition. I have the Cosmic Cycles, so I keep on telling myself I don't need the limited edition just because it's prettier. But you know I want it because it's prettier. And I love the deck. I think it's a beautiful deck. And I use it. So it's like I could get the limited edition and then sell my standard edition, look at the changes, decide what I want to do. Oh, I do have a Baba Studio deck that I pre-ordered that I'm waiting on still. And I think that's actually it for the decks I'm waiting on. I have really slowed down. I have plenty of decks, and I look at new decks and I like them, but then I'm realizing that, you know, I already have something that is so similar. The only deck I'm still waiting for to come out is the new Pooh one. They did the Pooh one on Kickstarter, the Winnie the Pooh deck, but they had to take off the Tigger because Tigger is not out of copyright until next year. So next year they're going to do another Kickstarter with Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, and I'm waiting for that deck. So I did not get the Winnie the Pooh deck because I'm waiting for the one that has Tigger in it. And I've got several new decks this year. I think I've like opened them all and posted them all. But there's still decks that I am studying and that I need to be looking at more thoroughly. And so I've really slowed down on the buying until I've had a chance to do that and explore more of the things that I already have. So, yeah. Tell me if you have the Tyldwick Tarot, what edition you have, how you like working with it, and any tips or hints on the studying of it. Please let me know what your thoughts are. And I'll see you next time. I might start doing some book reviews. I don't know. I've been reading a lot, getting some pretty books. So I still post my tarot draws and stuff on Instagram. So if you'd like to see which decks I'm working with, you can always check me out on Instagram at Drop of Golden Tarot. If you see a deck on my Instagram account that I don't have a flip through or walkthrough of or review of and you'd like to see it, go ahead and leave me a comment below and I'd be happy to do that too. I just won't be doing as many unboxings because I'm not accumulating as much. So any other thoughts that you have, let me know. Have a safe, healthy, happy day. Bye-bye.